So, not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, who we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are the channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, I just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call Colres, as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, who we go bring to una different guests dem where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are the channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, I just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call Colres, as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook.
Good morning and welcome to the program we call We Are on YouTube and on Facebook. This is the program we call Colres, right on We Are on YouTube and on Facebook. Also, I will discuss today the front page of the different newspaper that they pull do for the morning. So we want for first of all start with this one. Say we're very sorry for it happened yesterday, yeah, and starting 10 and day you get for it to start. But we're very sorry, and like we said, start not to talk about that again. I just want for 10 day apology for what happened yesterday as well. Yeah. Okay, so we go straight and begin look at what happened inside waiting the front page of the different newspaper then get inside the program this morning. And the first paper we will look at inside the program this morning, now the Independent Observer newspaper, we say Afri Money and SLIC partnership launch. Only 8,163 vehicles insured. Chairman ECOWAS Brown Card issue insurance scheme. I think that again. As Afri Money and SLIC partnership launch, only 8,163 vehicles insured. Chairman, ECOWAS Brown Card Insurance Scheme. UNFPA and partners discuss family planning. The next one, now the Minute newspaper. The Minute newspaper say Afri Money partners with Sierra Leone Insurance Association to simplify premium payments as container shipping rate doubles Sierra Leone's woe dipping. And you will get preempting tripartite committee conclusion is counterproductive for welfare and resilience society. Dr. Fatima Bio and First Lady of Turkey agree to work together. BSL Bank of Sierra Leone 2024 first quarter financial institution ranking. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank leads Sierra Leone banking sector. And we go to the next paper, we now the Oracle newspaper. As 29 days left, SLPP may hand over power to APC. Tuma Adamagento Jabi elected as new president of Sierra Leone Bar Association in landmark vote. Over 400 disabled benefit from the Park of Starlight Charity. And Bondo Society procession shakes Kenema, a clash of traditions. Tripartite committee takes action to prevent election rigging and fraud. The next one are the Africa 24 say WAFEM trains bank staff on digital cryptocurrencies. In Kaboro Chiefdom, bad roads perish a fish harbor, and 34 villages get 200 solar light. Consumer agency engage Natka and QCell. The next one we get inside the program, now the watch newspaper, UBA celebrate 75 years of excellence and to dissolve or not National Civic Education Council in Labour, a free money partnership with Insurance Association, and it waves at tripartite committees. Stalemate over classified documents exposed, and you as well get birth and death office in deplorable state. The next one at the Gleaner newspaper, Chief Minister apologizes to religious leaders and people of Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone Insurance Association introduces premium payments via AfriMoney, and Gen Plus founder describes FGBV as silent killer. And you as well get Agric Ministry provides essential equipment to Bombali district. The next one, now Daybreak newspaper, where say over alleged hijacking of Bar Association election, lawyer Pamomo Fofana exposes Francis Ben Kelfala. Chief Minister hails young innovator. APRM Executive Secretary heads to Johannesburg, South Africa for key African government forums. And you as well get Portuguese embassy questions Sierra Leone births and death certificates. The City Hunter newspaper, Bar Association election defeated opposition lawyers turn crime babies, and financial sector champion SLCB record 132 billion pre-tax profit. Major boost, Agric Ministry provides essential equipment to Bombali district. Freetown Daily say right violation on US salon citizens. Japanese mafia dances in government circles. And Minister of Local Government opens SOA Community Radio in Kono. Health Alert engages Public Sector Federation on RMNCAH. And Dr. Yumkela hands over rice milling machine to farmer in Cambia districts. Alright, now all of the paper and this where we get inside the program this morning. We'll take a very short break and we get them inside the program for the scores.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for it in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, Before I go to the wahala na weird, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call colors, as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, usai we go bring to una different guests dem wey dey can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the people, the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala na we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call colors, as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So
All right, good morning again and welcome again. Yeah, this you still watch colors right on we are on YouTube and on Facebook. Of course, we start to discuss each and every the front page of the different newspaper in the carry. We get two people that we don't join me inside the program this morning for where we can actually, discuss the different issue them. First, we get Honorable Sirajin Rollins Kamara. We don't join me inside the program. Good morning, Honorable, and welcome to the program.
Good morning and good morning, viewers and listeners. Thank you.
All right, and we get Mr. Alphonsus Bani from Human Rights Defenders Network. We join me inside the program as well. Good morning and welcome to the program this morning.
Good morning and good morning, viewers, listeners.
Thank you for wanna join me inside the program. First of all, I want to remind people when they watch say the computer we will use. So right now this one over here, now the couple way una put sell or buy equipment. So don't show now. One person give $1,500 and then other people them give other things that we add. We end up for buy a 1,700 use. Now by this one we na Core i7 computer. Yeah, we na a gamer dedicated computer for video. So one for telling una plenty thank you. And today we dey buy the phone again, by God in power. But and then buy one of the other equipment, but the other one the money no do for buy them. But that one day we will actually discuss them later. Alright, sorry about that.
But now that they sponsor you fresh next one, so
Okay, this
they fresh every day.
okay,
Not
so
to the colors.
you're right, and a very good question. So first, like I don't say the $1,500 come up from Imani Foundation. Thank you very much, and other people them. But me freshness, as Honorable ask, now me wife nine the sponsor and God.
Wow. Hallelujah.
Alright, and then the picking, of course, all now when they
Nice one.
inside, including we had family members then. Alright, so we go straight
Nice.
and begin look at the different issues then. First we get this thing where we go put na the banner. Honorable, no, let's start with you, Alphonsus. This BNTM, we been get boku public cry about, the chief minister, we call the religious leader, then thief man them, this and that, mosques and church. This one may bring plenty things. And finally, we don't see from the Bintumani who side and do Ahmed Tijan Kaba in 10 years, anniversary, death anniversary or ceremony. He finally come out publicly and apologize to religious leader and the people of Salon. What do you think about that particular issue there? From the south side, they say he accused them, to the south side apologize.
Well, the man is deserving your right for see if he believe based on what he he say or he do he convince that he don't hurt people, then he gets the moral obligation for make he say sorry, as long as he don't hurt people by either by utterances, by in conduct or whatsoever. That then they show leadership, and then they show somebody a moral responsibility to society. And if by any other reason in statement we make, even if religious institutions or leaders them fall short of the obligation to society, it gets the language they use for make sure for ensure say they understand what they ought for do. But if you go beyond that language and they say something where you don't realize that in the utterances or in conduct don't offend the religious community, then he owe that moral responsibility for make an apology and make amends to what it be don't do or say.
In as much as you don't make an apology, but the statement of a leader, it counts a lot, for the office where you all, right?
Yes, many times you can say before they correct the mistake of a leader, it's more appropriate for make it correct the mistake of a junior person. So that make many times they can advise one day when they near them high profile people, they will get high places. Before you utter a word, you need for do a thorough assessment of what you want for address, what in a political implication, what in a moral implication, what in the security implications. They get a diverse way of assessing your response to a particular situation or incident. And if you miss them down, then they can put leaders in jeopardy. It will be appropriate.
Because make I ask you this question, apart from the religious leaders, they understand are two things to the coin, yeah? One, if no matter what the person, if you get evidence say this person thief not get other name. You understand? So that's not one. But continuously in social media handle them, it can pull in spam people them, it can say things them against people them. When people in Google say things are hard, or for example, mobile data, it will come, it makes some funny comments them, just for annoying people them. That's why I ask this question.
Yeah, what I try for say is that if the social the minister, it just like who we get with former president when I've been late Joseph Saido Momo. When he come out openly say he don't fail the nation. If you talk say as a chief minister, what they coordinates the affairs of all ministers, they talk say now Jesus Christ said we're not able to solve this problem. He don't tell you say forget about the religious aspects.
Yes.
Than your own opinion. I don't think say anybody gets me not even go for, I don't even get the authority for fight for Jesus.
Yes.
Jesus able fight. But what is the try for tell me as a citizen that you don't lost with confidence as a nation, and that you don't tell me categorically say you're not able to do your job, will be take you for. Because you be no say this problem there, and you don't talk say already for go and fix it. So if you're able to fix it now, you talk say even Jesus able to fix them, that it don't tell you say you not able to do any other thing, because if the divine power is not able to fix something of a natural making, then you not deserve the even a seconds of authority for continue for doing that particular office. So now that the chief minister been tell we at that time that we for pass on a vote of non-confidence and say una sorry, una can move away out of office, una not able to fix this country. I think that will be the for do, or then discuss with the leadership, maybe then discuss with the president, and the president say anyway, I think unable parliament last step out to come back una do election because unable fix this situation, because if
we're not too different from waiting, the president have been say at one point say when they can't way out things then they go up now the country and not able to save the people. It's just too similar with that.
Yes, that's what I say. So it been for job better they all come together because with anything what chief minister they say, like they speak the mind of the president, because the president now get everything, but because he will go all dynamic he appoint ministers. So if you can't get a chief minister, it's like the president himself. So if you say any other thing, we no look strategically place, then unfortunate. So I think the intimo he gets, they really need for we can understand now a young person, but that don't necessarily mean say young leaders not get sense of reason, not get the ability for manage their statement. And probably out of curiosity, but I think the one they would in near advisor, in personal assistant or whatsoever, they also get a responsibility for to the advisor before you make a statement.
All right, thank you. I'd like out you, Honorable. Welcome one more time. So, what do you think about this conversation? We're already there on the ground. Okay, Honorable, check your mic, please. Yeah.
I don't want to give chief minister two term because with Alfonso's don't talk so now resonates with me, and I guess many people, in Western country, you didn't talk say like America, there is a separation of church and politics. If Sai way not to you area do not comment on that. As I say, Alfonso don't say most of the thing them. But like he also tell we like cool the talk say this is an attempt for young people and for take leadership. Then young man they flip flop, in statement they're not responsible. I think say they make people and begin think say, is it time to give young people power? This is not just about him, but even young people in our young party APC, we see them say they I call it abuse power. So it goes, but it goes without saying, say, are these young people ready? Believe me, with the utterance of Chief Minister, I'm not here, as Alfonso say, me, I know the faith for God. I know say Jesus Christ powerful, God powerful, but in limit the power of God. And waiting at the ramifications of such. Maybe you not only need for apologize to the people, but you need for, I think, in a Catholic, you need for do penance, as they say, because this na something we get for the with me and creator. But moving forward, I think say they for all them responsible for USA with it. If they reach a point, say you're not able, even Jesus Christ come, you're not go able. They tell you say we're not go ever able. But why when you take governance in your predecessor then they, even predecessor from within the SLPP, will get abundant knowledge and experience for governor states, you not only grab them, you also grab the opposition with it in public service. You make all these things, you don't left like an island. And so, as I say, we should not labor on this. The thing is that the mindset don't tell we say no able. But again, for say I no able now one thing, but waiting at the next step. In a civilized society, now it will call experts. They say no law can reason together for moving country forward. That's one step. Another step could be, well, this if we're not able, no, we hand over. Let's call for early elections where I believe say it's very difficult for African politicians. So it's not too late. As I say, me a liberal mind. I already say I don't wish SLPP for fail because if SLPP fail, na Salon fail. And outside from here, they know they say the SLPP government, they say the Sierra Leone government. They don't even know whether immediate opposition or what. So enjoy the take we say the government of Sierra Leone as will be. We don't want that for we look at the SDGs. What are we achieving? We still there behind. The abject poverty, hunger, still prevail in our society on a daily basis. So if we cannot manage for grow we own food, other things, we cannot do national governance at that level. So it behoves the chief minister now for move a step further, say, can we call the opposition, law form a team, law run this country until the mandate over, or then step aside, say, please, we're not able with the pull and let's call for an election. So as I say, I don't want to defeat him as you don't. touch on, say, not only him, but even his boss, Mr. President, said, don't talk, say, able save Salon people. And what are the essence of being in power if you cannot rescue people? That's why they make you live. So if you run out of ideas, either step down or call for better brains and say, let's reason together. What's the way forward for Salon? That's my point to that.
Okay, so let me jump quickly to another issue and let us take una into this paper where na the Concord Times newspaper. It's a way we know if you just watching today. It says state capture. IGR criticizes conduct of bar association elections. Andrew Lavalin. I will take them there again with you, Honorable. What do you think about this particular, issue about, the IGR then concern about the bar association? Let's say state capture. It's not a. What do you think?
Well, IGR, of course, the Institute for Governance Reform, yes, Andrew. You don't get criticized, but having been in civil society, civil society in a side way, they get good name and bad name. When you decide for do good and they praise you today, when you decide for do other, they go in favor of some people and they blast you, like Umar Fofana has been blasted several times. Now, they tell Umar Fofana for putting a BBC. People don't understand how things work, But I think, say, wait till and day before we follow, we handle issue at a time. Today, na the bar association day before we. And there is no better description than that one. I had confidence when they say, na Ben Kefala, na returning officer. And I want to go back to when I've been in parliament before them pull we. Me na one APC MP we come out openly and supported his action on naming and shaming a teacher in a cotton tree. I just think, say, the foul play pan with school system don't pass mark, let us set an example. I supported him. But before that, in predecessor, Adi Macaulay, we've been getting some underground network for combat then kind here. I had a team of volunteers. I had the information to the manager well, and we were able to do certain things. But where Adi left, no gets better, it gets worse, and come up with that approach. I supported him. And also look at his stance with the Renaissance, where they give you deadline, he demonstrate. I they see a different Ben Kaifala today. What happened in Kenema, the lead me should not be very close to Ben Kaifala. So now you don't give you reason for belief, say, all the noise they make and the ACC work for all this, not older one day, the compromise with them call, I lost confidence and I'm completely to a point that in comping Harvard person, Amomo Fofana, who has been there times to turn over, and long before him, we know they make noise about in Harvard. He wrote him a letter. Then he say how Pamomo go write a letter when he know they at the scene. Well, rather than the defend case in a court, then no side the crime take place. No. Now waiting you clients can't tell you, now they will represent. But what we have seen on social media, I think say if we say morals day, Ben Kefa. I'm not look at the lawyers, so because lawyers are liars. I know get confident in them because even some lawyers and the APC they mess up with election, lower level election. So they say to themselves, we think, but I'm not looking at Ben as just a lawyer, but the graphic for the Anti-Corruption Commission, the boss for fed corruption, the boss for fed bad practices, malpractices. Now the man they go promote, they go stand on a platform and give credence to bad practices. Also, the former or still the president, because they say they don't recognize too much Jabi, the Swallow in the day, but still president. You only stop for being president when a new president comes in. Would I get the mandate for I call them
for
run the conduct the convention, not the election, the convention. Now no agenda meeting. We want to see Swallow in last statement as president of the bar. Then he called the election. Then he hand over. But she was nowhere to be seen. You saw her on video. This one, nobody no cap begin tell you here. Say then self. Hey, I no been there. He no been there. Would I share the meeting? Why of all times then they go cross Look at the Motuka
And,
way
and if
they
forget
cross.
command over the agenda. So, but if he then change agenda when he not get idea, whose leadership where they put in the association?
Now, the lead, you see, all that the bad thing is, so the talk say the three arms of government. We know the legislative arm. There's a father and they with the corruption at parliament. We know the executive arm, what then they deal business. We especially the judiciary. Now for Tina as a middle person for bring right into the state. But what can do so, believe me, me at the friend and say, wait, whose future will me grand picking go get na salon. If people think so, then land. They're no less a person than Ben Kefala, they put for fed corruption. They condone corruption. If they want for justify them. And believe me, I think this Nadi. I told him, I said, Ben Kefala is an apology.
I
Believe
will
me.
come back to you on that, Andy. Yeah, follow waiting. But David Aliu, please, good morning. And on me, sorry, put your camera on. Let me get the conversation going, please. And as well, Sise Yabum, thank you very much for the $2.99 dollars where you sent for me. Thank you very much. I appreciate that so much. David, good morning.
Yeah. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, fellow participants. Good morning, moderator.
Okay, thank you. Just hold on, so we'll come back to you just now. We just want for you, at least we all the aware of that day. Let's come over to you quickly. Alphonsus, you know, Francis Ben Kelfala, the head of the Anti-Corruption Commission, involved in that kind of issue the way we talk about. So, according to the lawyer, then say even the outgoing president say he's not aware of that. How Ben Kelfala go actually go involved in something like that. What do you think? You know, not a conclusion, but they ask, what do you think about that particular issue? They na Kenima, usai, you know, it end up with problem, you know, and irresponsible for fighting corruption inside the country. And by the way, according to the different letters they would don't see from all over, they say not be even get business for do its chair in that particular program. Yes. So Alphonsus, please go ahead.
Law comes first from the premises where you start with, where you introduce the program on voting, and Lavalier talk about state capture. And I really I want to contribute to that for also lay emphasis and just add to what you honorable Siraj don't talk and where you know really far from the truth. When you know before they come to this state capture, let people understand the other perspective. Okay, always they talk from the civil society angle, say corporate capture. This issue of corporate capture now the situation where the multinational corporations they will get big money past the states, they control the states. Now in that issue of corporate capture or whatsoever. Now we they see the scenario of state capture, where the state will get power past all them small associations or what you say this and that. They want control. Then they and this now that make even when the bar association will begin go, when they begin see them in there. And I appreciate the way even Honorable Siraj they talk and say this country, when something go wrong, they say like APC, SLPP, they say the government of Siraj. And what you will see in the bar association now like SLPP versus APC, APC versus SLPP. And that's not good at all for the society, for the dynamic of this country. And I'm clearly show out there. So if they see watching the happen and watching bad yesterday, it happened bad today, it's still bad. If it happen tomorrow, it's bad tomorrow. So we don't see situation of revenge governance. We don't direct this country. And that make this fellow talk and say, now state capture. If what we don't see happen at Kenema, now a replica of what SLPP, when they in opposition, they see when the APC began in governance in 2016, they get that controversial bar association, convention or whatsoever. Then say one can low self-control, low self make this thing, and it's not good at all for this society. It not mean say because you dey in power, you are the ruling party, any association wey critical to state governance, you for influencer for make the policy wey dey lead them, it can become part of your own governance system. That is not governance. That is not about democracy. Allow, if not, law assume say them the thing free and fair. whereas Eric Kamal win that presidency, where we all know say now a member of the opposition party. That not necessarily mean say it can't render your governance bad, but it create situation who will make a cost checks and balances where they help you as a government for make you stand firm and do your job and advise you. So somebody will become more critical, not to hate you. It will help you for making your governance system. Because now you will only be the person what they tell you say you don't fall short at this angle. All the one they will say they say in governance right now, none of them, including all ministers, know the way they tell the president actually what they happen. Then they tell the president what you want for a year, the good things about in governance. Now only somebody out there always critical, then go tell you the truth. So what will happen? And you're really unfortunate where we see Ben Kefala go into the realm. We think say if anything will go wrong, Ben Kefala, where they head the Anti-Corruption Commission, Sierra Leone, and where they represent the Association of Anti-Corruption Commissions and the Commonwealth, for them they in a position where for advice the how you call it, the bar association, or worse to the extent, let recuse himself for say no, let no can conduct this election, for put himself in a more safer side.
All right. Sorry, Alphonsus, your line don't begin the scramble. I don't know why. Sorry about that. Sorry, but we'll come back to you. You make very important point. I
don't see a Chief Justice who don't recuse himself in a particular. Hello, is you get me?
Yeah, I get you now.
Hello?
Yes, you get me?
Hello? Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so the best we they expect, some of what they expect from Commissioner Ben Kefala, now for recusing himself for saying, no, look at me role in society. This will not get somebody else. I understand say they nominate Honorable Gevao, he step down. So Ben Kefala, Gevao inside the system, he step down. You want an anti-corruption commission, wait for day in the middle, wait not for balance one side. If you go do that kind of way happen, what is somebody people they interpret and they translate now, not on the bar association now, then they translate now in the conduct and affairs of the anti-corruption commission.
Because whatever you do in a public, they reflect to the job what you do.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's all you did, because as far as they're concerned, they see this like a win for the SLPP.
Exactly. It will be a win for them. Now that they see because they control. Now that make RGR say this is a state capture.
Okay, we'll come back
and
to
that is unfortunate.
David, welcome to the program. David Aliu Joseph, welcome. Okay, unmute your mic. Yeah, mute them because I get noise from the background. Unmute your mic.
Okay.
David,
yes, sorry about it.
Not a problem. Welcome. You better let you did that. You know that at all. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And this is my first time of joining this program.
So who's school you
I appreciate it so much.
Who's source you left for it?
Come again?
Who's source you left for it?
Cassava leaf.
Can't give cassava leaf this morning. So let's go straight to the discussion we already deal with right now. What do you think about the involvement of the anti-corruption boss in this alleged fraudulent election of the Bar Association?
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity for let me add my voice to the so many discussions where they go around in and out of the country in relation to this Bar Association election. As the question come, because you pinpoint and say alleged involvement of the ACC boss when Ben Kefala into the process. But me the premise from even the preparation and the Bar Association membership, were they really prepared for this AGM? If yes, why in the preparation, in the plan, they not say they get them kind categories of activities. They not be identified people before this time. Say when we don't do the first day, these are the players who for day. The second day, these are going to be the players. Okay, so the election, this is the person that is supposed to man it.
I guess I'll stop you a little bit and I'll give you this one. Yeah. Plan D. Yeah. Plan Berili D. according to wetin comot from the please the other guests dem dey una tell me say e no correct please yeah Siriajin and Alphonsus. According to wetin we understand the plan dey Ben Kelfana not to be the chairman for the program. The program gets a chairman. But outside the problem can be one set of people make sure say they rent all the hotel them where they inside Kenema. So most of the people away call later no even forget place na Kenema. So they end up for go. Going to Bo and come back again for 10. So when then they come back, they say one truck can block the road. He blocked the road, allegedly say na gentle one of in truck them. Allegation when they make say na one of gentle in truck them. So why is the other people them, including the one wey for chair the program, don't get stuck in that traffic day? Then go ahead, then change the program, and then they make Francis Benkelfala the chairman inside the hall, and then Francis preside over the election where give victory to Magento. So the other one then now, when they come, the police themselves play their role by stopping them, not for enter, until when they get for bulldoze, then go inside, then meet this election, done. So scatter kind inside and scatter all the ballot box. So not that plan not be there, plan be there. Please, I don't know if I won't go with waiting I understand, waiting I self-understand, honorable and waiting. When I just disagree or agree with me before David continue again.
Yeah, I better we again that question because I think say one drift the discussion way not relevant. So let's stay with it because the evidence are all out there. So please let not come give you something.
So I done the right part, right? From what we all understand.
Yeah, very much so.
Alfonso, yes, you self-understand, what me self-understand, so you get different view.
Well, yeah, that's what we get. That's the allegation anyway they're out there until they prove otherwise.
Okay. All right. So, David, you don't get the thing now. So, this not the real thing will happen right for that place there. Not that they not plan, they ready, they go for that.
I know that plan all say but this is African politics, and I'm sorry where Honorable say I dey try for skew the program. Please take it away from me. Me not to that kind of person where they skew program. Okay. I always believe so which are the talk and which are the talk and at the talk for talk which where I believe say me believe it and I hold the honest truth on it. Okay, that is me and that is what I believe as an activist. So
continue to point.
Exactly. So what they say here is electioneering. In everything about election, even inside one household, somebody they try for tricking company. Election is a game, just like the football match or the watch. It's about game. Don't allow your colleague to play a game on you, to trick you. If you allow one mistake, then they put the ball and tap your head. And that is exactly what election is. That is exactly what electioneering is. Don't ever allow. And just like where Mr. Bani say, the Bar Association has totally divided between green and red. And this is not good for this country. They should try to regroup back and bring the Bar Association to which is supposed for day. Shembe, unfortunately, may not be the expectant say for camp, how if we don't go, it remains standing for say, this is the correct way I want to go. Honestly, he's one of somebody that what some of we don't follow for the past years in independency, how it tackle issues. We some of we don't see and say he's somebody that will become a leader. Yeah, but after this cookass way don't happen, this stay or whatever managed situation, because from where even from the campaign, I be the wish let him be for win because I be don't see as where IGR report come out say state captured for the fact that the Bar Association, we don't get party picking them. They don't take we to a bad situation. We're not good for this country. We want this country, let the institutions, when are independent institutions, for remain independent, for advocate for that poor man. But this don't clearly show, say, even the Bar Association members, where for defend we, now not able to defend themselves.
Okay.
It's not good for this nation.
So let's put this question to now all again. This one just FIBA a replica of the 2023 election. Agree or disagree? Start with
honestly.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Joseph, go ahead. Why you agree with me?
The simple reason is how normal would the election be divided? This is how this bar election go. And the outcome of it will all see. Nobody's
basically they are not the division, and they talk about the lack of transparency in the process. So agree with me, say yes or no. Let me move.
No, there are pieces into this by-election process we go in relation to the bar association, the election. There is clear line say somebody play foul to incumbent, then nobody know for hide am. By making my earlier premises, I tell you say in election, not allow them take the ball and tap your head. Because if you allow somebody take the ball, a pass and tap your head, you know what he said. Maybe for
we
you
get for stand your ground, you get for protect your vote.
You get for protect your vote. No matter that people here go carry my side, not be there for friend relatives. Tibini people there, Limba people there, Loko people there, Kono people there, Mende people there. Go lodge in a house, if na veranda self, sleep there. Go there, they tell you, see, say, until after the election, you pull out. But for that, for 42 miles off, for go back. You see what thing come inside? Always protect your interests.
I love the angle you come up from so.
Protect your interests.
The reason why they call you because yourself not a politician. You know, David say, protect your vote. Elect waiting at the situation, you get for stand up. You not get for give somebody the small chance for let ace the ball on top of it, because once he ace up it, now one not against you. But that now waiting, we see again happen in the general election of 2023. Lack of protection for the people in vote. No serious action not be taken by the opposition. All not just this, that until the election done and they start for crying like baby. What do you think? Now a replica or no?
Let me chip in. David, like one, but like even go beyond the general election. The by-election of conscience 110. I saw see former Minister of Transport Cabinet. They terrorize, they scatterbox them. You know, one way David talk with Alec. That's why I don't disagree with Sanchez now. In politics, African politics in particular, not allow for me them build ball over your head. Once it happened, now both case. As you say, bring the football analogy, similarly so. Now Western country go say, would they gonna cut because of arbitration for sport? We will not even get that facility today. So what am I saying here? There were flaws. Even as I started today, we see waiting happen at we own APC lower level election. Where some of us they look within, they marginalize you and set you in a corner and say we know the team A. And some people they provoke say, well, now team A then said don't go turn and give them. But I want for put Augustine Senge out of this. Past somebody tell me today say Augustine I SL people APC will not believe. And I'm your candidate and I'm in the support, even though I'm not a lawyer. But I campaigned for him. I told people who are Sabi when I said I vote for Augustine. And because Asabian for all independent position, while when I APC posting, I not support them. Anyway, because one waiting even expect this election for B now a testament, a test case for us for 2028 for see if liberalism they take center stage now with politics. If Augustine had won this election, would they say, oh, I think this is the drive for 2028. But wait till we see, sound like waiting will not happen in previous years. In a way, anybody, like I see one guy in video, he said anytime a government then a power, all the institution election, now them people they come up for that side and they win. He called for Sludge, Bar Association, Motor Drivers Union. He named all of them. Under the term of APC, any candidate to come up for them, Labour Congress or any APC related, now they win. Now, anybody want to win any of those elections before being related to SLPP. So if I now say there is no voice, and some of you now like who say, you're not a politician, but I think say I'm more of a civil society activist because I always like to see a better salon, Alex Salon pass APC. So if we go talk, say, oh, now we APC now been do this. I know they support that notion there because you came into power for do such. Why if it's for praise? Because now that should be said they do now your manifesto. Why they talk now saying I been do this? And believe me, if we wait there one day for say, hey, now except we do this or now we do this, believe me, salon will go better. So moving on this election, believe me, now somebody say now a photocopy of 2023 election, I will see so. But not to that no more.
And
Wait
one,
to get for
only
see.
one in sign for 2028.
Yes. So now they ask say, wait to get for see 2028.
There you go.
You
Hold
know.
on, the
So
Elaka out
yeah.
Alphonsus. Alphonsus, now a good question for you now. I'll go allow that question if I go direct it to you. Wait till we get for C 2028. We take an example here. And we don't see several things happen here. We see the motor drivers union, we see what happen. Bike riders, we see what happen now between the party again. We see even the traders union, and the resident minister, SLPP and chairman also cancel election, scatterbox as well. We see all of them things that they happen. Where we we now the worry waiting to happen 2028. Why? Because when we return to 2023, we begin take, for example, constituency 110, we see what happen, like Cabinet Calon, where now then they try for make NIA board chairman. We go down to Koinadugu, we still sign ECSL. You know, the workman change figure. Instead of 01, he add 1, it turn 101. And then we come down to Samaya Bendugu. We see the involvement and the kind of thing will happen there. So with this one, waiting we will expect for still in 2028.
Before I respond to that, I just want to put me in position for say, me would disagree with you. So at least, even though Palio and Honorable Siraj, the new chief, for say the Bar Association election, now the replica of the general election, me they stand alone.
Why you disagree with me?
So me disagree with you, say, because the Bar Association are just a minute, and this is not just one segment. So another equator to general elections, where when a state-run institution as against a private.
You get for no say the lawyers them, whatever action they take, they reflect on the national election as well.
At the cancer, you know, they reflect at the camp because I get for end for address your question for the 2028.
We that they say we keep because I don't get interest in this now.
Yeah. Voila. So the general election, this is state-run. So the Bar Association are like a company, an organization, an association. We're not just one segment of thousands of other associations within in country. Where they combine together,
I beg for coming inside. Yes, you're right. But member say one of the people where they advise the president on law issue they belong to this group.
Can I finish? You don't but I don't disagree with you. So yes. I just lay the premise. So okay, I lay that in different in some dimension, law you will understand the angle where they move from. So because the Bar Association are one association where they among the thousands of associations where they come together during general elections. Now make a talk say another equator, another leak out the waiting happen. But outside the Bar Association and the general elections, Honorable Siraj Dom already laid that premise. And now they at the camp now, before I go now to the other side of the 2028. We don't see say anytime we then say like SLPP then a power now. I like na Christman Christman Association. Then they make the election. SLPP go must make that Christman way for win the presidency for come out from their side. But back association, Honorable don't say everything. And then don't because we don't polarize, we don't bring politics to every segment of society. It don't make governance out. They know they work because we will not get institutions the way they come out. All the voices of the one and the way for challenge them and tell them say the people in the suffer because of ABCD. And that they don't try for do for influence and go into that. Now that make at the still refer again to Andrew Lavalley on the issue of state capture. Now, for prepare ourselves to 2028.
No, hold on. No go there. So they come back. You can't get your chance back for continue. Honorable, you listen to Alphonsus, right? On not
yes.
He say well, we are respecting view. Say in all agree say waiting happen 2023 now we see so because the reason why because this not just a company and then in a national election.
Yeah, well, he gets a point there because maybe you will say by association like a snippet of the national election. But I can say die now one fiftieth of no sleep now 1/50th of die. So by association now a fraction of the general election will get foresee. But
Yes.
the dynamics there we will see how like we see say waiting be happen as I cited consensus 110 and see minister they fed with ballot box we send at the bus station and believe me this trend will don't take place so with people who will get weak will feel say the land book then trend now war of words you know if this don't happen I will tell you when I get election of any sort whether na bike ride or na this way una go see say the violence will go prevail. It go pass wetin be happen either. And
Okay.
one thing I've been forget earlier for
Quick
talk
one. Let me get
why
an chance again
yes
for
yes
continue.
believe me why people no sleep na bo. But let's talk to it difficult for make you go catch to family with a short notice without knowing you know they get residents na Kenema. And besides, if you go Bo, like where we can get APC convention and McKinney, some people like we they can't sleep na Lonsana mi hometown. I know the expect side they go na money, Motka they go block road if of that kind of story. So maybe Usa we don't forget so far now for not even talk about who that block that road there and why it do am. So those are the things we also get for talk about.
Okay.
Not so for let people and go sleep na Bo. I think that have been missed
Okay,
out there. Thanks.
Alphonsus, please continue. You've been trying for tell me about waiting for the expect 2028.
Yeah, and would they expect what would they expect 2028 na the smoke would they see inside the bar association. Now the smoke we don't see at the bar association and are they segment them again and are they segment them in different dimension. Are they look at them from the legal perspective and look at them from the social perspective and the political perspective. And the political perspective, now they honorable just one church. You don't see inside Kenema, which I know one day, which you get a small association, a fragment, that they conduct elections. Now, a particular district, where that district they not able to accommodate all other members for host them, now that particular district. In this context, some other bar association members not get space at all for not even a small mini guest house. Now Kenema for Lord way then they plenty inside Kenema. Then just get for go hide Nabo because that's the tactics even when they translate into the legal system. For say this particular court, na me they are, na me sabi the bench, na me sabi the magistrate and the judge, and I know how they navigate into them for make I make sure say you don't get justice, but me get control of my magistrate and my judge. Now that kind of system will don't see where they don't set up and then they continue. And so by the time they progress to 2028, there is going to be a division within the judiciary and the bar. And if we don't manage this thing well, what will happen? So we will see a division within the bar and the judiciary and the bench. Because most of the one holding a bar association, most of the lawyers here belongs or associate themselves to magistrates and judges. And most of the judges and magistrates belong and associate themselves to either APC and SLPP. Manifesto when they conduct their professional performance outside there. But if we not mention now, it transcend into the justice sector, into the bench, where they still get a different age. And when they and mark you, if they get for empanel, if there are going to be a court where they handle, where they arbitrate election related matters, the first you get for look at now, whether they constitute that particular panel where for address electoral matters. Then I'm going to begin to tell you exactly say, this don't become a serious problem. So in other words, by the time they go 2028, then go begin plan now who will they take. Just like how we see what happened in the Bar Association election, where they don't set up all the parameters, all the programs. 10 come for elections, will not see people for camp. The next will get for do, they begin nominate people for can become returning officers. Now that kind of situation will get for see at the time when would they get elections. If something to go wrong,
okay.
Who go complain, will begin get challenges now in the bench as to whether they constitute the panel or that whose judge is the way they empanel for address electoral related matters. And so what will happen so if the two political parties, APC and SLPP, not come together for save this country in the interest of this country, for differences for maybe they address this issue of the bar association, that is APC and SLPP, to the extreme. They do not handle this bar association. The two political parties not forget about government. APC as a party, as an institution, SLPP as a party, as an institution, for sit down together, discuss and see how they go play a role for address this current impasse inside the bar association, or else it therefore affects the entire 2028 general elections.
Okay, David, unmute your mic, please. Let's ask you the same question quickly, then we wrap up the program because we don't reach to the top of the hour. Quickly, David, what do you think? What do you expect with all of the warning signs? What do you expect for 2028?
Me, honestly, my expectation is, as a country, if we not do the right thing, we sit down, we reflect, the institutions them where we set up just after the war, we retrain them back, we refresh their memory in terms of following the rules and regulations of those institutions. 2028 will be very much chaotic for us as a country. So what we they say, just the way the two speakers they say, the bar election, what thing don't happen so this Friday na Kanama, nothing where we don't the boil for the past 10 years. Where we don't the boil for the past 10 years, we all be the look and say, or the past 15 years, we all be the look and say, not to better thing. That why every day then the fed. The same thing they happen, just like what you rightly mentioned, that the drivers' union, the bike riders. And these are institutions where don't carry the chunk of the population now. And these are able young men were very energetic where the society depend on now then other institutions and they. If they are divided and we are not taking it as an issue very serious, we are sitting on a time bomb. We really need to take actions, engage the institutions for do every of the institutions, then they get their constitutions, then get their laws of where they guide them how to operate, then get the norms of operations. How do we ensure that they adhere to their norms today? Because today we dey see them, we don't see them na colleges where they happen, and very soon where it lead to even now common sports where they happen. Now one institutions then they accommodate with fed. It they divide to political party issues. Where even don't lead that the school institutions they say they no want to see green color, they no want to see red. Instead they go bring white, then bring pink. This nothing where don't filter into we society. We need for sit down and really look at
the foundation when are they picking them as well.
Exactly, because when you don't go to schools, so it don't boil down at schools. Now schools no one see green color, they no one see red color. At what time in schools we not begin politics in schools then. Or they go sports, or they do sport, or they do games. We don't want no color. Everything we need is focus on the institutions. So as a country, let we depolitize with actions and with institutions.
Okay. So with all of what you say, just 2 minutes follow up quickly. With all of what you say, I'll come back to you, David, for I'll take your last bite in this. You know, let's say the tripartite committee, yeah, the thing where we hear that now for do election reform and make sure say then correct things them will happen mainly in this 2020 election, let not repeat. So we feel you feel say the tripartite committee go able for settle all of them problem they have, so election rigging, malpractice and other things them for the 2028 election quickly. 2 minutes.
Then go set a very good example for we if they know able set address all the issues. But I believe say then go serve as an enabler to the Constitutional Review Committee, where they expect say will come out with tangible issues where will bring the nation back together and empower with constitutions and with institutions them for function as how we intend for let them function. So I think say the tripartite committee, and then we all put we hope for bring out a very good recommendation. And what I believe say we president, because not to SRBB president, not to ABC president, now for we all go listen to their recommendations today and take her into good faith and bring them and put her into actions. If even a counter referendum, let them call referendum, let them allow citizens for vote on their recommendations with the tripartite committee go bring.
Thank you. Other for first take. Okay, other first go pound number 2.
I'll give you the option. I'll give you honorable because I'm honorable.
Okay, thank you, Alfonso. The first thing I feel say for do we 3 way there, we for raise voices, more people them. Now they move around, now of course sensitization, especially for first time voters them. Let's try for demystify this red and green. It don't very nonsense. One my friend so one suit give me. Nah, then turquoise green there. Oh man, the team, the team fine. Each time I wear that in the, you know, SFB don't go so. Imagine waiting back. If you say that suit there, I can feel very bad. But going to the tripartite, as you say, and this is why we keep talking about making constitution. Let constitution not suit the government of the day or the president of the day. Now they lead me to all of this. Whether we like it or not, we get for talk like nationalists and the problem with re-election, minus them up, we tell them they thief in modern times. Now, when the returning officer gets mandate for council votes of people, that was 2003, Christian top council, a lot of votes. I don't know, say that part they come out, and we see now the thing don't cascade down to wait we see 2023. It's very wrong. Those are the things we want for say. In case there's an about voting, maybe they can vote back. You know, but you just cancel. And if you during the term you cancel APC win, another commission will come in, cancel SFP win. Those things that until they will not for begin to discuss. Let we know the dates of election. And thank God we all have open this thing. But like whether people say, oh, this and they can't do another election immediately or another election later, or election 2028, let we get the documents right. As Ali say, let's vote, let the people and get voice into this. Maybe if we can put out the constitution, become an entrenched clause. Let nobody not can play with them. So that in fact we talk say the last Thursday of the 5th year after the election, and our election, we'll not begin thinking ourselves, say, oh, now president get for announced it. It is already there at your own convenience. Right. So those are things to get for workout. You know, and I hope say the one doing that the tripartite will do justice to this assignment, and so that all Salomon will come out happily and be a win-win situation.
Very much. Alphonsus, you don't choose to take the last bite. Go ahead. I hope say you clean all of the sauce that went inside the
before I give me last bite. Before I give me last bite, I want this year I want go again. I want day away from honorable in own support. If they support for the bar association president, well, me from my own perspective, from a logical perspective, I be the support. I be anticipate Lewara Seri Kamal win the presidency because the sitting government is SFB. You get on they able to create some balance and the checks. Now from that strategic perspective, they need to look at them. So I be
now what's the maybe there for?
I be publicly declare for Sohi Sembe Mara because of waiting.
Not publicly. Yeah, I didn't even get a favor for Wara Seri Kamal.
Okay.
But look now to the issue.
Yes, 2 minutes.
You see the tripartite committee, if the now one of the things they try for test the two parties, their honesty and sincerity of purpose to the people of this country. The outcome of that committee, which they will lay as the basis of how we will conduct itself in elections. Now, I'm going to tell you, say, them two parties are ready for change, their behavior. Now, I'm going to tell you, say, 2028 will be at least the roadmap of the model of democracy in Sierra Leone. It depends on how they package their findings and the recommendations. If the recommendations are too clear, if the recommendations are even vague, the recommendation not concrete and not strategic, then they still tell we say the two parties they still believe on me, for me, than they for in, this for SLPP. And elections not for SLPP. Elections is for every party, not only APC, even the other parties, they will the things they're small, then they get away for play now the elections. So would they anticipate say the outcome of the tripartite committee will lay the basis for a fair, credible, transparent general elections come 2028. That is my own understanding. And so I think say would they expect them for make it be. So now I'm going for guide we now. Now I'm going to make now think say we know the thing say APC man they go first SLB or SLB man they go first APC or we know they see APC banners them na Kalang or Kenema, but we they see them na the north. Of this party we will not see most of the APC banners inside this.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
That's so unfortunate.
Thank you very much, Alphonsus Bani from Human Rights Defenders Network. And as well, Sirajin Uolis, Kamara Honorable, and David Joseph Aliyu. Thank you for joining inside the program. We always appreciate time with we for give views on things that really happen so Salon people will benefit. We do for and thank you very much. We look forward to get another fruitful discussion tonight again. And I get to say a good day. Fambulen, thank you. You don't watch the
Thank you.
You don't watch the program. You don't like 712 right now with 262. Please increase the likes before you go. And you will not subscribe yet. Please consider for do so before you go. Until we meet again, thanks to the producer for this program. I appreciate you so much. My name is Sembepe, the freedom fighter. Until we meet on net again, God bless we country Sierra Leone, where we call we yard. Okay? Bye bye.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the Wahala we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.